How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am an avid herpetologist. Today we are once again continuing on with our Master Duel Masochist run. I am so excited to get into today's episode. We picked up some really dope cards during our last episode. We're finally reaching the point where we might be able to actually contest some of our more challenging, at least the structure deck. Now, we're not going to be able to take on any big meta tier decks yet, but we've finally got some tools that should hopefully be able to help us at least contest the game with, like, our Blue Eyes White Dragon structures, our Dark Magician structures. We actually have some tools to help us get over some of our problem cards. We finally have some actually reasonably sized beaters with, like, Dark Blade. Of course, we still have our Heliotrope. We picked up a Ninja Grandmaster Suzuki, or Sasuke, which is pretty cool. Absolutely happy to have picked up a copy of that. It's got a nice beneficial effect on top of its good stat line. We're also finally picking up a few more good just payoff cards. We've actually picked up a Vampire Dragon, which is fantastic. Not only is this a tribute summon that we can use, but it's also, of course, got a floating effect, which can add more extenders, cards like our Fairy Tale Snow, our Landrobe, or our Tin Goldfish. But I think the card that I am the most excited for has to be Clockwork Knight. This might actually be like the best card we could have possibly picked up for our card pool at this moment in time. So basically, this card is going to be turning all monsters in play into machines, is going to decrease our opponent's machines by 500 and increase our machines by 500. So basically, it is a 1,000 attack point swing on a continuous spell, meaning that our Heartland Draco benefits from having this in play. This card could absolutely help us clear some really frustrating attack point thresholds that we've been struggling with. I'm really excited. I hope we see this card quite a bit today and it can put in the work that I'm hoping that it will. Another really nice thing to mention before we start getting into it, we do also finally have some good targets for our boy Gozuki. We actually opened this in one of our very first packs in the series, but now we actually have a couple of usable zombie cards. I thought Red Ogre was a beast, but it is a zombie. So we actually have some decent targets that we're going to be able to bring in off of Gozuki now. So we actually have more reason to actually be playing him for his effect, and for that reason we've brought Anmaraki back in just so we have a zombie we can send to the graveyard, just so we have fodder to actually trigger his ability when he gets destroyed. So lots to be excited about, lots to look forward to. I am so excited to get started. Let's get into our first game, and let's see if we can get some more packs today. Alright, so we did just have the rank reset, which basically is going to mean that we are back to Bronze 5, which, if I'm being completely honest, not too upset about. I'm honestly pretty happy to go back to the bottom of Bronze 5. It gives us a little bit more time to actually, like, try to accumulate some packs before we make it up into Silver. So I'm actually pretty happy to have a little bit more time than we had before. We're still going to choose to go second here. Now that we have a little bit more offense on our side, I'd kind of like to see what my opponent's doing first. We still don't have too many cards that we actually want to be setting up. We're still mostly being kind of proactive with our game plan here. Alright, we're starting off real strong here. Now we've got Mothman, we have Fairy Tale Snow, we have Heliotrope. We have got a nice setup to start this off with, but we'll see what the opponent's playing. Runic Allure. That is not great. Alright, so they're playing more than 40 card Runic. I'm guessing they probably have other engines splashed in here. But Runic is not fantastic for us. If they're trying to do like a control, like stun strategy, this is definitely not ideal. Yep, okay, so they are playing a secondary engine here, and it looks like a pretty good one. I mean, we can at least give it a shot. I do want to try sticking around for more of these games and just kind of seeing where we're able to actually get to at this point, so we'll see. We'll stick around and we'll see how this turns out. Okay, yeah, we're calling it. Nope, we're not gonna stick around and waste time going up against a Bestial deck. No, thank you. Yikes! This is not a good hand. We are on the play, so, I mean, we'll set a couple traps, and I guess we'll just kind of see what happens, but we do not have a lot to play off of here. Iron Call with no machine showing, only creature is Yukiona. Ugh, not feeling good about this. No. No, thank you. Okay, Swords of Revealing Light. Are they playing something like Burn, perhaps? Card car. This is probably something like Burn. Okay. So we have our Lynsemphorinchus and our Survival of the Fittest. Those are good to have. Let's go ahead and set our Broken Line there. And let's just put Heliotrope in attack mode. Okay. Let's take a little peek at what he's doing, shall we? He's got a response to make. Jar of Greed. What is he on? Another Jar of Greed. Alright, well, hopefully that means whatever the other face down is impactful. That's currently sitting in front of Broken Line. Let's see here. What are you on? Scout Angel and... oh, okay, he's on Exodia. That makes sense. Alright, so he is on just full-on stall. That's not great, but also, like, could be worse. Kind of glad we took him off of a draw there. Of course, he got 2 more cards, but, you know, what are you going to do? We're probably going to be in this for a long one, but we can at least give it a try. He doesn't have a lot of aggressive draw. Other card. Yeah, we are definitely going to be in this for a while. The fact that he's not playing any massive draw engines and is sticking to just these draw 1 or 2 cards at a time, this is going to take forever. Alright, Ninja Grandmaster. That's good for us. That'll help us get through a lot of his cards like Magician of Faith. Sure, he's got his draw. Oh, no, shoot. This is only if you attack a face-up defense. And dang it. Alright, yeah, that's not going to help us, unfortunately. Alright, well, let's go ahead and have him put down his second Swords of Revealing Light. Went for the face down. And immediately blew it up. Is it Sangan? It is Sangan. Honestly, I kind of just want to leave. Like, it's just going to take too long. Like, even if we get a win, I could play like 3 other games in the time it's going to take for this to finish. Yeah, I'm just comfortable calling it. Set our biggest defender, we'll set our Broken Line, and we'll see what they're doing. Salt Wyvern. Thought they were on a starter deck, but I don't think that comes in the starter deck. Well, it can't get over our Hang On Mock, and they did just set a card in the same column as Broken Line, so... Alright, so we know we can blank one of his 2 face downs. The question is what is currently set in this position. Let's go for our level 8 Synchro and see what he's got. Now this is a light monster, so it will actually increase our monster's attack points. We'll have a 2600 beater next turn. Sure. So we have battle protection. It's not ideal, but it is something. Honestly, I was a little more worried about there being removal back row, but like this is obviously not great either, so I'm not sure how we get out of this. He is really going for it. Well, I'm more than happy to be able to Broken Line that. And he succeeded in buffing our Ally of Justice. If we can just get one more light monster in his yard, we can actually swing over this. Obviously, it's not going to help us this turn, though. Alright, let's try to give ourselves one more turn here. We actually have quite a few cards that can effectively get over this now. We just gotta see them. Gozuki. Not great. Yeah, that is not what I was hoping to see. Alright, we're gonna set you... I kind of want to leave this in attack mode, just in case he misplays and gets another light in the yard. We're gonna do that. Like, it's only 100 damage. Like, I would rather leave open the opportunity for a misplay and just take 100 if he doesn't. That's fine. Another face down. You got it, dude. There we go. Alright, we got an out to it now. We're just going to set this. We're going to set this. And we're going to ship it back. See, we can finally contest some of these big beaters. It feels kind of good. Okay, we are going to take the chance to respond to that. Come on, give us a response. Are you not going to let us respond? I had it on auto before. See, that's kind of bullcrap, because I definitely had a good response for this, and it wouldn't let me use it. That's frustrating. Definitely okay with that. We'll get our tokens. I think we actually do have an out to this now. So what we're going to do is we're going to sack here, pop the red med, and because we have Gozuki and Anmaraki, we can actually go into Alberdetch to get over the Arc Brave. What is his face down? If he's already using this... He's not. Okay. That will be a little more problematic then. Now we have to get over another 700 attack points worth. One dragon monster. Okay, I think we're just clicking buttons. Unless he has like a way to pop this, and maybe he's just trying to go to get the red med back. But if not... Tin Goldfish. That is pretty good. Do we burn it now? Or do we hold it? I think we hold it. Let's just go ahead and play the Gozuki. Be really good if he actually just goes ahead and burns this to buff the attack stat. If he can do that without us having to commit an attack, that is kind of our best case scenario here. Oh, that's so good. Thank goodness. Okay. He no longer has any dragons that he can banish from his graveyard. He has burned his attack buffs. Which means that now we just go ahead and decrease the attack. The attack buff wears off on his turn, and he can no longer get over Alberditch. That is like the best case scenario for us. Now again, if he has something like Stamping Destruction to blow up his own castle, that's bad. But currently, we actually have a good shot now. Go ahead and clear the token. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I think we just go ahead and... Let's just get some extra damage in. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Because if he's going to get over Alberditch, he's going to get over Alberditch. I don't think it's really worth waiting on that. Good stuff. Yeah, we're going to hold back the Goldfish for now, and we'll see what else we can draw. Apocryph. Sure? I feel like you would want that in your graveyard, though. Made send off has nothing for that. Interesting. End phase. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Iron Call. What do we have in our yard? We have a machine. We can actually go into our level 12 now. Oh, this is... Oh no, it can only summon a level 4 and this isn't a 4. Shoot. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I would have said that if I'd known, but it doesn't... Like, it's not the end of the world. We're still alright. That is important to know, though. We do have 2 copies of our Blackwing Auster. So if we get more of those... I think we just go ahead and get our Mach. We don't have a spell, but we can still go ahead and make Heartland Draco. Maybe we're overcommitting a little bit here, but I'd rather not leave the Tin Goldfish out by itself. There's the surrender. Fantastic, we've got another pack. Awesome. Love to see it. Looking good. We've got another ultra rare. Ooh, boy, please be generic. All right, what do we got? What is this? Cupid 4. Interesting. It's a 1 tribute monster, but I don't think we have a use for that. I don't think we have any real good light fairies to make use of this, so probably a skip. Nylon Matter. Not really playing any equip cards, so we don't really have a use for that. Without the Golden Castle, this card doesn't do a whole lot either. Not a big fan of that. No Infernity cards. Boy, they really want us playing equip spells, apparently. I keep getting support for equip spells. Burning Dragon. That is a really good card for us. I am very happy to have pulled this. Alright, we will definitely be able to make good use of that. Not quite as good there. That's okay. Alright, we'll see what we get for our Ultra. Poklone. Cool. Not particularly good. We don't have any shit-all cards, so... Oh well. Alright, so all we're really getting from this is the Burning Dragon, but you know what? That's a pretty decent pull. So let's go ahead and add that to our deck and get into our next game. Okay. I mean, I've had worse hands before, right? Like, this isn't great, but that's definitely not the worst I've ever had. And it does look like we're up against another starter deck. So we actually do have some cards that can make plays here. We'll see where this goes. We'll see what they got. Set 2 pass. That is not what we want to be seeing. Alright, so more than likely the face down is probably one of the white stones. It seems like a pretty safe bet. I'm assuming this is just full on the Blue Eye structure deck here. So what is he going to add? Regular Blue Eyes. I'm guessing alternative? Yeah. Okay. That is definitely going to make this more challenging, but not impossible. Okay, so no matter what, he has the ability to clear my board now. Well, since he sent this to the yard, I get a free trigger. He decided not to attack, and that is a nice top deck. Okay. Okay. So Tin Goldfish is going to open up more possibilities for us as far as what we can get off the top. Broken Line. That's not what we want to be seeing right now. That would have been nice last turn to stop the Melody of Awakening Dragon, but see, now we got to deal with this stinker. So I think we're going to hold back on the Tin Goldfish combo. Let's just run out Heliotrope and confirm what this face down is. If it is the White Stone of Ancients, of course it is. Of course it's the White Stone of Ancients. How do they always open with this card? It's a one of in the structure deck, is it not? But they always have it. Chooses not to use it. Even more peculiar. Alright, well now he does have 2 light monsters in his graveyard. We currently have access to our level 8 Synchro Monster, which gets bigger for each one. It's going to currently be 28. We need 1 more to tie with this, but I would prefer to do better than just tie it, obviously. He's once again going with the alternative effect. He's choosing not to get damage, which is interesting. Sure. I'll take the 12. I guess he's worried about my face downs. Little does he know. Sasuke is not really what we're looking for here. We can at the very least run over the king and prevent him from getting more value out of it. We'll go ahead and do that. Problem is, we are definitely going to be losing if we just have to. If we're going to just be continuing to trade life point values here, I'm definitely not coming out ahead of that. He's got the bigger beater. If we hit Clockwork Knight, we can get over this Blue Eyes alternative, like instantly. We can get over it, but we need Clockwork Knight. We need either Clockwork Knight or we need him to just unknowingly dump a bunch of more light monsters into his graveyard. Like, those are our two outs right now. Set another card face down. Okay. Hopefully we get another monster and we can run it over. That brings us one step closer to getting over this thing. Finally decided to just actually swing and not worry about the effect. Okay. We can actually go into our 12 with this. I think that's the play, because he's going to have to crash with it. Since this is immune to monster effects, he's not going to be able to just attack over it like he would with... Or he's not going to be able to just blow it up with Alternative's effect. So what we do is we'll just go ahead and swing over this. More than happy to see that gone. Now, the only way for him to actually get over this Assault Blackwing is to get rid of his alternative. And now we still get to keep back our Tin Goldfish for follow-up. So this is good. This is actually a pretty solid position we found ourselves in now. Man, that dragon already putting in work. You gotta love it. What a play. We now have such easy access to our level 12. Gosh, I love it. That's so funny. Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, Blue Eyes has a hard time getting over cards without actually just straight up destroying them, either by battle or by effects. Once again, he's going to try to blow it up by a card effect. It's still not going to work. You got to sacrifice that alternative if you want to get anywhere. Oh, there's actually ways we can get over this if he's going to stall. Ballista Squad? That's so good for us. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and set this. We're going to let him make his move, and we are going to hope he does not draw another way to out this card, because if we can get through Alternative and not give this up, that puts us in a real good spot over Blue Eyes. Oh, this is exciting. We might actually be able to beat Blue Eyes for the first time. Straight 10 face! Yes! Yes! That's what we want to see. Alright, ideally here, if I can draw like another monster that's a little more worthless. Oh! Clockwork Knight! We don't even have to burn the goldfish! Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better. Oh my gosh, how do they get over this now? I think we have, like, how do they not just lose to this? We went from backpedaling to just being in just like the most commanding position for this matchup. This is incredible. Is this what this feels like? Is this what it feels like when your Masochist deck like actually starts making relevant plays? I cannot believe we're only 4 episodes in and I have a 3,500 power monster in play that is immune to destruction effects. That is incredible. Alright, so he's going to bring it back. Sure, absolutely. Alright, I think the play is we kind of give him the option, see if he wants to burn his effect. I'm assuming he's going to use the effect on the goldfish here. I'm trying to think of what things he can make with the fusion that I need to be concerned about. But, like, even Tyrant Dragon doesn't get over our current setup. He can't get over the Assault Blackwing. I guess he can go for Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, but if he goes for Twin Burst, we can Ballista Squad him. He is going for the Twin Burst. Oh, that's so good for us. This is so good for us. Probably assumes he can just sit behind that now. My hope is that we can get another monster off the top so we can go ahead and clear this Keeper as well as the alternative, because obviously I don't want to leave that in play if I don't have to. Well, he got rid of it for us. Is he just clicking buttons at this point? He may be desperate, I don't know. There's the surrender. We did it! We did it! We beat Blue Eyes! We beat Blue Eyes! Oh my gosh, we finally did it. We finally got over this deck. Oh, that feels so good. So we get another pack right off the bat here, and Mushroom Man. I don't think we're playing Mushroom Man. We're not playing Kagemusha either. But at least we did get a Legacy pack, so we'll be able to open that too. Oh, it feels so good. Alright, let's see what we get. Mara of the Nordic Alfar. That's not helpful for us. Can't actually be used for any good synchros. D-Tactics. I do not have any hero monsters. Worm Prince. That is not what we're looking for, unfortunately. I like the reptiles, but Dark Magic Attack, also not what we're looking for. Magnet Reverse. That cannot be normal summoned or set. Unfortunately, we don't really have a good use for that. Snowman Effect! That is not the worst. Now that we actually have some special summon mechanics, this is probably worth running. We may find a spot for Snowman Effect. Pyrazine Fusion is not a card we're going to be able to use. And Sentinel of the Tistina. Don't think we're going to have much of a use for that. Okay, Snowman Effect is at least something. It's not unplayable. We could probably find some use for that. And we've got Backup Team. So this lets us shuffle our hand around. Now that we do have some responses to make, that is actually something I might consider. Cards equal to the cards of your opponent control. So that can help get rid of some of the fluff that we don't want to have to worry about. And Flute of Summoning Dragon. Won't be using Flute of Summoning Dragon. But at least we have... Okay, so we have two traps that we can consider. I'll see if we can find some space before them and get into another game. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is actually a reasonable hand. We have some responses we can make. Oh, Sky Strikers. And they got their one-of Hornet Drones. That is great for us. Don't have Ray. Oh, they have Mobilize too. No, I'm fine calling it. I don't want to deal with this. Just straight up, I just don't want to deal with this. Sky Strikers pulling the high roll is one of the most frustrating things in the world. Alright, so we have Reptilian Naga, but we don't currently have much else, to be completely honest. Okay, so we are on a Dragon Structure deck. Land Sephirinkus. That is one of the better things we could have hoped for off the top. So we can set our Naga and set up for him on the next turn. That is exactly what we needed off the top. So we have a follow-up. Land Sephirinkus following up a Reptilian Naga, dropping something to 0 is a guaranteed 2,500 damage, and I am absolutely here for it. I am getting a little bit nervous about those back row. The back row in these structured decks keep hosing us in one way or another, so I am a little nervous about that. Attributed immediately. I'm more than happy to see that, although it is a piercer. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Taking that 3150 to the face. We got him though. We'll go ahead and drop that to 0, and we no longer have to worry about that boy. Such a cool card though. Gotta love it. Alright, well we definitely have to go for the tribute play here. Cool. Well, that's now a 3,500 power beater, assuming they don't have back row. Yeah, we can't afford to let our Naga go to attack mode after that. See if we can get in. I don't know what they got back row. Threatening Roar. I mean, that's fine. If they're going to try to wall up next turn, we just survival of the fittest and we wipe them both out. Yep, there's the switch to defense mode. I really don't mind losing that damage as long as we can stay in a good commanding position. I am admittedly far more worried about the back row than I am what they have in play. Vampire Dragon. So we have another follow-up here. So if they do have a response, we can just go ahead and set our Tangrisnir, and we have a Vampire Dragon to follow it up with. So we're still in a pretty good position. Ring of Destruction. That is fine. I will admit that does bring me dangerously close to lethal here, but I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. Sets a monster. Sure. Monoloth. Ooh, that is such a good top deck right now. We don't even have to commit much for this. That's really nice. Let's just go ahead and get in. And if it's too big, we just flip our survival during damage step. Oh. Okay. What do they have? Do they got blue eyes? Oh, they do have blue eyes. That's okay. We're still okay for now. We still have half or nothing, which will basically blank him for the turn. So if he tries to swing over the Monoloth and decides to cut his attack in half, which he's not going to, reasonably, he doesn't want to trade with a Monoloth. At the very least, it buys us a turn. Alright, let's go ahead and flip the half or nothing. He halved it! Alright, well now we swing over it once we move to damage step. Yeah, we're not making that same mistake again. No siree, we've learned. Got him. Absolutely got him. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're in such a good spot now. And we've got Pianissimo for defense. Alright, let's just get in. Let's just get in. Those back row can still be a potential problem. I'm not going to pretend that they can't. I'm not even worried about memory of an adversary now. Threatening Roar. That is fine. Buys him another turn. We may be on a 3-win. Straight to end phase. We have lethal. If he doesn't have an out, we have lethal. Broken line. What could he have during damage calc? Oh, he has defense draw. Okay. Alright, buys him another turn and gives him another card. Alright, let's go ahead and set our broken line. Send it back. Buster Dragon. It's not going to do it. Another face down. He's clinging. He's pulling the responses. That does make it big enough. I cannot afford to Pianissimo that, so we gotta just let it go through, unfortunately. If he tries to swing over that, we still have Pianissimo to keep it in play. He's getting the responses he needs. This is a battle. So that's another face down. Let's keep it in play. If we draw level 4, we can go into our level 8 synchro. No more back row to follow up with. There we go. Fantastic. We can actually, knowing he's on the deck, we can also, if we want, just like straight up go for Heartland Draco here, because we already have the face-up spell. I feel like Heartland Draco's a little bit safer. Wait a minute, what am I thinking? He's a 2000. Heartland Draco's lethal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Heartland Draco. He's been with us since our very first pull. And he's taking us home. Bring it to a close, my boy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, gosh, that feels good. Ending on Heartland. Awesome. Another pack. We're doing so good today, guys. Another master pack. Hazy Flame Periton. Not really what we're looking for here. I think we already have this card. Now we have a second one. What is this? Wheel of Prophecy. Not great. I think all of our other 2 tribute monsters are better than this. Don't really need that. Oh no, it only targets a Red Eyes monster. Dang it, that would have been so good if this was generic. Oh, this card is actually really solid. We just don't have a Red Eyes card to use it with. Power Up Adapter. Do they just like really want us to make use of stinking Morptronics and equips? Synchro Chase. That's kind of interesting. I don't think any of our cards apply to this yet, but it's at least interesting. It's a ritual card, can't use that. Medolce, can't use that. Alright, not a great pack. Nothing new out of that one, but that's okay. We'll see what we get from our legacy packs. Pack number 1. Oh, we got a super rare. Dawn Turtle. Normal flip summon special any number of Dawn Turtle from your hand. Won't be using that. Magician of Faithfulness. Gets spells back from your graveyard, right? That's funny. Well, we don't have any Magician of Faith. There's really no reason to use that, but it's kind of a funny pull. Another Kickman and Mabarrel. Alright, so no new usable cards out of these packs. Not a problem. Let's get into our next one and see if we can get some more packs. Maybe we'll get something out of the next run. Okay, we've got Ballista Squad. We have Mothman. It's an interesting hand. Rescue Ace. If this is full Rescue Ace, we're definitely not staying for this. Nope. No, thank you. Alright, looks like another structure deck. This is a decent hand, and let's lead with you for now. That's not great. Yeah, if it destroys by battle, you can Foolish something and then also, like, pitch to, like, summon it. Like, it's definitely not good for us. He's put a couple of cards out there, though. We have our Karakuri to deal with whatever he does decide to summon out. This isn't the worst. Black Garden. Unusual. I think we'll just go ahead and crack this. We can draw 4 off of that. Ooh, we got our Clockwork Knight. Fairy Tale Snow can meaningfully get over a lot of stuff. I'd really rather not put her back, but putting her back may be the call here. No, we'll get rid of the Crystal Beast. I don't think I need it with the Clockwork Knight. Did he even Foolish anything? He did not. Okay. So this is pretty good. So we no longer have to worry about throwing our snow out preemptively. Let's go ahead and activate Clockwork Knight. Oh, please don't have a response to that. We can actually get rid of his Black Garden, funny enough. Yeah, I don't want to cut my monster's attack in half. Let's just go ahead and do that. Cool. Alright, see if we can get over. Awesome. Alright, so we clear that. He didn't even end up foolishing anything. Is this a Masochist, maybe? Mass game. This is probably another Masochist. Well, unlike the last Masochist we went up against, we actually have some cards that let us play the game this time, so not upset about it. Straight to end phase. Gozuki. We don't currently have any zombies in the yard, but we could. This will actually also help load our yard up for our Fairy Tale Snow, so even better. Go ahead and bury the Onomaraki. There we go. Alright, another win. I am curious. I'm going to take a look at his deck. I'm curious if this was a Masochist or not. What a cool deck. He looks like he's probably just starting out. Definitely some cards in here that are not the best, for sure. But he got some pretty cool pulls off the bat. He actually has 3 continuous spells to summon the Haman with. I'm curious if he's actually managed to do that or not. Very cool deck, my dude. Very, very cool. I'm liking this. Good games. Best of luck in your run. And let's go ahead and open our pack and see if we get anything good. Potential for super rares here. Alright, we got at least one super rare. Naturia Stink Bug. Okay, so it's kind of like a battle phase blank. That's actually not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Unilight Purple Butterfly. Not fantastic. Another one of those. Already had that. Ranru. Not terrible, but I don't think we really have anything to abuse that with unless we wanted to go back into our Flying Kamakiri package, which we haven't used in a little while. Fusion Reserve. I don't think I have any fusion monsters that's going to be good with. AI Shadow. We don't play Adagnisters. Nothing good there. Alright, super rare. Yeah, not good. That's okay. That's okay. Basically another full master pack. It's another 8 cards. Monoceros. Not a great card. I don't think we have anything to use with that. Ooh, we got another power hand. That's kind of cool. More than happy to see another one of those. Still one of the best normal summons our deck has. Second copy is definitely nice. Okay. Looks like something good, maybe? Golem Dragon. I don't necessarily think we have much of a use for this guy anymore, unfortunately. We're kind of past the point where we want beefy defenders, but we maybe can find a spot for him. And Minamushi Warrior. Unfortunately, he is definitely past what we are looking for. Next up, Swallowtail Butterspy, a 1800 attack power monster. Okay. To inflict down damage to your opponent, target a face-up monster your opponent controls oozes attack equal to the damage inflicted. I could see reason to run this. It's not the best card in the world, but it's not bad. Don't think we have enough light machines for that. Explosive Urchin. Very interesting card, but way too situational for what we need. And we're not playing Psychics. Okay. Alright, I mean, I've definitely had worse. Like, this is okay. The extra power hand we'll probably find a good spot for. Maybe can consider the Golem Dragon and the Butter Spy. Not sure, but we'll see. Alright, so I did find a spot for the Butter Spy card, just because I realized it has pretty solid synergy with our signature card, Heartland Draco. So if our Heartland Draco swings directly for 2,000, and we have our Butter Spy in play, then we can decrease the attack of something by 2,000 points, which is pretty solid. That gives us the opportunity to swing over. Yeah, we definitely can't beat this. If the Toon World had the effect, if the Toon World thing was like, you know, the banish effect was it activating something and we could potentially scrap iron it, maybe there's a chance, but I don't think it works that way. I'm pretty sure it's just a replacement condition or replacement effect, however you word it, so don't think there was any way to get rid of that at that moment, and we were on a 2-turn clock, so cheers. Going second, I guess this could be worse. No thank you. Not interested. Depending on what we're playing against, Scrap Iron Statue could maybe put in some work. We have, like, offensive beaters, but, like, nothing I'm super confident in. Dark Magician. Well, that's good for our Scrap Iron Statue. I'm going to put up Heliotrope, and I am not going to swing into this. I don't want to have them drop a stinking, like, Dark Magician Girl or something. Straight for a Link play. Nightmare Phoenix. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, don't hate that. Like, he's not big enough to get over our Heliotrope, and if he kills the winds, I'm not super worried about it. Machina Ruin Force. This has to be a Masochist. That's a cool pull if this is a Masochist. I guess you, yeah, throw away a card that you really don't have a use for. I love that we're running into more Masochists. It's kind of fun just, like, testing the deck that we've been able to build against the deck that they've been able to build. And Nightmare Phoenix, what a good pull for a Masochist run. Power Hand. We do not have a trap to reveal for that, so we're going to hold back on putting it out. Let's get in a bunch of damage here. Just put some pressure on. We're, like, close to lethal. Like, when we drop down the Power Hand, it's going to leave him, I think, below 1,000 if we just swing in with everything. That is the one thing when you're playing against a Masochist, you have no clue at all what they're going to drop. It could literally be any card in the game. Alright, it's got a generic 1800 beater. That's actually pretty solid. 1800 and 1800. Not bad stats for a monster. Alright, so he's just going to go ahead and make his move on the Butter Spy, which is fine. I think now on the following turn, assuming he doesn't have back row, which I feel like he would have played if he had it, we Power Hand, plus our Heliotrope, drops him by 4k, overlay into Heartland Draco. That greatly limits what he can do to respond, if that all goes through the way we want it to. Broken Line. It's not looking good, buddy. I am sorry. I don't know if he bricked, I don't know what's going on, but this is going to be a lot. Is that a face down? We're actually, interestingly, not in range to kill him with the Heartland Draco. But, you know what? It is still a 2-turn clock. If we get a summonable monster, we can still get there. Big Draco. Just assume he doesn't have an out. Well, since he put it in attack mode, rather than burning to attack directly, I feel like you can't attack me. I feel like swinging into it is the play here. Again, spooked me a little bit. I was worried he had, like, maybe Honest Neos, but what are the odds he actually has Honest Neos? I'm trying to think. So, like, again, as a Masochist, he could literally have anything in his hand. If he has something like a Monarch, I have to take him off of this monster. What are the odds he actually has a combat trick, though? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Okay, doesn't have it. I don't know why he keeps spooking me by moving to battle phase. Alright, so now if he doesn't have the out to the Draco, we can just attack directly on the following turn. Call it a day, get our next pack. Straight to end phase. I am sorry, buddy. It's never a fun time. That's actually kind of funny. We have the Gozuki and a Red Ogre to summon off of it, but alas, it's not going to matter. Just in case he's got anything to summon on attack, let's go ahead and make sure we can attack directly. GG's. We're doing well this episode, guys. We have got quite a few wins under our belt. We are finally starting to get our numbers up a little bit. Love to see it. And with that, guys, we are officially in silver. We are in dangerous territory now. Alright, got a super. Mutant Clash. Don't have any mutants. DD Cerberus, 1800 attacker. Being an 1800 attacker is really all that's going to be good for. Sprite Pixies. Not great. Plague Spreader Zombie. We can bin it off of our Gozuki. That's kind of interesting. Alright, we can maybe see if we can find a good use for him. Okay, that's funny. It's only while it's face up on the field, though, so unfortunately not usable. Fenrir Sword. We don't have any Utopia cards, but again, it is an 1800 power beater. Incantation Candle, not going to be good enough. That's a cool card, but definitely not something we're going to be able to make use of. Another super rare. Blade Rabbit. Oh, good old Clown Blade, am I right? No, I don't think we definitely can't use that. Sky Scourge Imbecile. Light Fairy or Dark Fiend specifically. I might have to look and see if we're playing those. I don't think we actually have any of those currently in our deck, but that's actually kind of interesting. It's a very unique effect. Would definitely help against decks like Sky Striker if we could get the spell effect off. Alright, and what do we have from our next one? Extra Buck. Don't really think that that's going to be worth it. Dark Scorpion Cliff the Trap Remover. Like, if that was able to attack directly, this card would be great, but I don't think we are going to be able to justify that. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our next game. Alright. First game of silver, guys. I did go ahead and swap out our level 4 zombie for our Plague Spreader zombie, just because it is tribute fodder, which is obviously super nice. Unlike this hand, this is not great. We are going second, so hopefully we can draw something meaningful. I'm going to have to check after this. I mean, I'm going to take the free pack, but we're going to have to... I got to check this deck out again, because, like, what could he have possibly been on? What in the world is this? This is just like the deck we had the last episode, and I keep running into these on my main account too. It's just like a random pile of ultra rare cards. I'm so perplexed. If someone watches this and you know why these decks keep popping up, please leave it down in the comments below, because I keep running into these and I don't know what the deal is. Please explain to me why these keep popping up. I'm so confused. It is literally just a random pile of ultra rare cards and super rares. Absolutely bizarre. Whatever. We got the win. Let's go ahead and open another pack. Numeron Gate card. Can't make that. Oh, no. Okay. Gear Gigant? Oh, that's another usable extra deck card. Alright, I need to go through these, because I don't know what all of these do. So, Traptrix Dionea. When it's normal summon, you can target a Traptrix in your graveyard and special summon it. That's not usable, unfortunately. We don't really have a use for that. If it's special summon, you can target a hole. We don't have any of those either. So, yeah, definitely can't use that. Pot of Riches. Don't have anything. Don't have enough Pendulum monsters. We're obviously not using a Spirit Message card. Worm, Jetaliceps. It's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I think it's a little weak for what we're at the point of now, so I think we're going to skip that. Sure, we have Ray, I guess. Not using Ray, but we have her. And we have General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Unfortunately, I don't think it does enough for the cards that we currently have, so I think we're going to have to skip on him as well. But Gear Gigant X. That's a solid ultra rare. And we've been playing around. I guess we're just like... For those of you keeping up with Simo's run, he's like apparently like hard on like the insects and plants now. I feel like we're reaching the point where we're just hard on the machine support. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in Gear Gigant and we will get into another game. Based on everything I'm seeing with the sleeves and the mate, I feel like this is probably the Dragon Maid starter deck. Shield is going to be hard to out if it is. Hey, you guys, you remember the rule. As long as they play a card and they leave, I get my pack. I'm taking my pack. Oh my goodness, another 2 super rares. Bujinki Centipede. Beast Warrior Bujin. We do not have any of those. Another one? Oh, Mechlord Emperor. Not great. I swear, the stinking machine support. Ghost Trick, Neko Musume. Yosen Training Grounds. We do not have any Yosenju cards. Sphere of Chaos. Very unusual. I don't think that's worth playing, but it's at least usable. Protector with Eyes of Blue. Nope, not going to use that. Alright, for super. Chlorless, Chaos King of Dark World, not usable. Gimmick Puppet, Gigantus Doll, requires Gimmick Puppet monsters. Unfortunately, we cannot use that. Still cool, but we cannot use that. We have Guardian of the Labyrinth. Arcfiend Commander, single tribute monster, 2500 attack. Motor Shell, another level 4 machine. Super Ancient Dino Beast. That's definitely cool. I really want to find a spot for this, but I don't think we have enough dinosaurs to justify. We really only have the two still, the Monoloth and the Lencephalorhynchus, whatever it's called. That's not going to be usable. Unfortunately, we do not have any Gemini monsters to special summon with that, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, well, we got another level 4 machine monster. I will go ahead and see if we want to make any changes and hop into yet another game. Let's see if we can get any more this episode. We did go ahead and swap out our FA Hang-On mech for the new level 4 machine just because it starts with 100 more attack. Come on, baby. Please don't be another archetype. Alright. Well, this is the best chance we've had so far. Let's go ahead and go straight for the vampire. At least that way, if he outs it, we'll have something to replace it with, and we'll get follow-up for our tin goldfish. Max C. Sure, dude. That does not make me confident in how the rest of this game is going to go, but we will see. Let's see what he's on. Let's see what he's got face down. Dice Jar. Looks like Time Lord Burn, maybe. Really, the only hope that we have is if we can get him below the 4,000 threshold, and he outs our dragon, we can go into our Heartland and just hope that that attack directly ability is enough to get us through this. But he has got so many responses to make, I don't think it's going to matter. Secret Barrel is definitely not the thing I'm worried about. Take my useless back row. Can't do anything with that. No, we're taking 2,400 this turn. Still don't have another level 4 to summon off the goldfish, so I can't really commit anything else. Let's just go ahead and take it. Down to 2 cards. The question is, can we outlast his resources here? I still have more than half my life points. You're trying to evenly me again? Go right ahead, dude. I'm guessing Battle Fader now. This lets us go into Heartland. Ring of Destruction. Battle Fader? No Battle Fader. Managed to get in with the snow. I mean, if he has another back row burn spell, that's all that really matters. If not, I just Draco him and he loses here. I mean, this is going to be quite the clutch win if this actually gets through. go for it. Has he drawn the Battle Fader? And the check. Oh, we got it. Oh my gosh. That was close. That was a close one. Heartland Draco once again stealing a win for us. Alright. I have had about as much masochism as I can take today. Let's go ahead and open the pack, see what we get, and then we will call it for the day. Got an Ultra. March of the Monarchs. This prevents us from summoning from the extra deck, right? That, I think, is a little too risky. It's really good with some of the cards in our deck, but I don't think we can risk that. Leo Arms, level 5. Cannot make that. Nemesis Keystone. That's kind of funny. Not a great card. Can't really use that. Can't really use that. Can't really use that. Magispector Crow Yada. Can't really use that. That's a cool card. We can't make it, but it's neat at least. And the ultra rare. Darklaw. Oh, that hurts. So if we ever manage to get like Mass Change 2 by some miracle, we can actually make use of that Darklaw. But nothing we can do with it right now. Let's check our legacy packs. We did get 2. And then I'm going to go take a nap. Nope, that's not playable. Penalty game. Well, your opponent has 4 cards in their hand. Can't draw or cannot activate spell or trap cards. That's too specific. We can't play that. We need better than that at this point. There was a day we might have wanted that, but not now. That is not going to do it. And that is not going to do it. Alright. No new additions. That's okay. We did at least manage to get another win under our belt. Thank you all once again for joining me for another grueling Masochist run. We had some highs, we had some lows, and I'm honestly already looking forward to our next episode. So, hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, again, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next upload. With that, I am an avid herpetologist. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.